Good morning, students. Today I will tell you about the lost spring. I want to drive a car. It is the third video in which I will tell you something more, and you will know that how the children have lost all the pleasures in their life. That is the good nexus of the people that they cause, and it is one of the most terrible conditions that they have to suffer from. It is one of the most terrible conditions that the children have to make bangles. They understand that it is his karam, it is their karam. Mukesh says that it is his destiny, it is his karam, and grandmother also knows that it is the thing like that. Who has washed her own husband go blind with the dust from polishing the glass of bangles. Means Mukesh's grandmother could see that her husband went blind. Why? Because he has to continuously work in such condition of polishing the glass of bangles. So, can a God-given lineage ever be broken? She implies. Means from generations, the work that is done by them cannot be broken. That in every house, every other house just is engaged in this very bangle making profession. It is the city of Firozabad where Mukesh works, his family lives, and it is the city where the people just consider what is right and what is wrong. This is the place where they work hard. This is the place where the various kinds of industries of glass making are manufacturing several kinds of articles that are sold in the market, but the life of the children are in such peril that they lose everything. They lose their future, they lose their present, they lose their eyesight, they become blind completely. The children have to work in flickering lamp. They have to work in while lamps. You can understand that how meaningless to live in such a condition where they become blind. Spirals of bangles, sunny gold, paddy green. I am telling you again, sunny gold means bright yellow. Paddy green means like very green, that is a kind of crop that is paddy. Royal blue, pink, purple, every color born out of the 7 colors of the rainbow. You can see these bangles being sold in this city. These are the bangles that are heaped in different colors. That really is the symbol of Suhag, and in dark hutments next to lines of flames of flickering wire lamps sit boys and girls with their fathers and mothers. These are the children who have to sit with their fathers and mothers welding pieces of colored glass into circles of bangles. Their eyes are more adjusted to the dark than to the light outside. That is why they often end up losing their eyesight before they become adults. Now I will tell you the story of Savita, who is a young girl in a drab pink dress, faded pink dress, sits alongside an elderly woman. She is soldering pieces of glass. Who is soldering pieces of glass? Savita, who is a young girl. Her hands move mechanically, like the tongs of a machine. She helps make it. It symbolizes an Indian woman's suhag, auspiciousness in marriage. It will dawn on her suddenly one day when her head is covered with a red veil. Means it tells about the scene of the marriage of a girl who just gets married when she is provided a red colored chundari or the dress with which her head is covered, dyed red with a henna. Henna, you understand, mehndi, that is red bangles rolled onto her wrists. She will then become a bride. Like the old woman, what does happen? She sits beside and she has to become one many years ago. She still has bangles on her wrist, but no light in her eyes. And she is still married, but there is no light in her eyes. She has lost her eyesight. She is not able to see the beauty and the monuments of Firozabad. Now, once she lost it, she says so miserably that एक वक्त शेर भर खाना भी नहीं खाया. Means her whole life is spent, but she could never fulfill her empty stomach with the surface of food. Really, what a miserable condition is there in her life. She says in a voice drained of joy. Her voice is drained of joy. There is no happiness. All her happiness has been drained away. She has not enjoyed even one full meal in her entire lifetime. You can understand how miserable her life is. That is what she has did. Means she has sown hard work, but as a fruit she has not got even the 2 times meal. Even a single time she could not fulfill her empty belly. Her husband, an old man with a flowing beard, he says, I know nothing except bangles. All he has done is make a house for the family to live in. Means for all lives he could not do anything, but he could only make a house to live in that is in dilapidated condition, old condition, ruined condition, that is not so strongly built. You can understand it. Hearing him, one wonders. One wonders, not having money to do anything except carry on the business of making bangles. Not even enough to eat. He has nothing to eat. This is the sound that rings in every home. The young men echo the lament of their elders. They think that their elders joined this profession, that's why they have to carry it. But nothing has moved with the time. Years of mind-numbing toil have killed all initiative and the ability to dream. Whoever tried to just revolt to do something else, their mind really was numbed, silenced. They have to work hard so much that they could never think of anything else. They could think of only making the bangles of various colors. Why not organize yourself into a cooperative? The narrator asks. The narrator asks Mukesh, why don't you organize a cooperative? He simply says, no. All the young men and women accept this, that this is a most troublesome circle of life, vicious circle of middlemen, brokers, who trap their fathers and forefathers. Even if they get organized, they are the ones who will be hauled up by the police. Even if they try to revolt against this very profession, they want to join some other profession, the police will haul them and they will beat them, drag them to jail. And why? For doing something illegal. They will be framed with the false accusations that they have not done. They have a good nexus, good network of the politicians. There is a good network of politicians who are local politicians, state level politicians, country level politicians, and they will not be allowed. They will be punished. There are some bureaucrats also. These bureaucrats will also give support to the businessmen who want these men to remain engaged in this very profession. Bureaucracy, it is the rule of no one, has become the modern form of despotism. Bureaucracy expands to keep up with the needs of an expanding bureaucracy. That you can understand. The only thing that saves us from bureaucracy is its inefficiency, and efficient bureaucracy is the greatest threat to freedom. So here you can understand what is the reality of their lives. Listening to the words of these men, see, clearly thinks about the two ideas, two worlds. One of the family caught in the wave of poverty, burdened with the stigma of caste in which they are born. Means the caste in which they are born is also a blotch. A stigma means blotch. Blotch means what? Black spot, you can say. The other is a vicious circle of their sahukars, moneylenders, the keepers of law, and bureaucrats and the politicians that I told you. So here together they have imposed the baggage on the child that he cannot put down. Still he wants to be a motor mechanic. The narrator asks him, Mukesh, do you want to fly an airplane? He says, no. A few aeroplanes fly over Firozabad. And so here he has to content his dream. Though he wants, and he has to bear embarrassment. Now there are number of such men that live in Firozabad who are compelled to live in such dire need of poverty that must be got rid of. So here Einstein has tried to relate all these things so well, so nicely that you can understand it very well. These are the things that have really crowded over there. These are the pictures of Firozabad that really make the life very troublesome. They have to work in flickering light, flickering while lamp flame. Here they have to make such beautiful bangle, they have to polish it, and they have to make the various kinds of articles of the bangles. Really, it is a wonderful city, but the poor children and those who are engaged in bangle making have to satisfy with the things that they have. Really, it is a beautiful city, but their life is so deplorable. Thank you, children. Thank you.